do you think psychedelics in general should be legalized?
Okay, so this is you're talking about like my viewpoint, not
Sure. Yeah.
Mindbloom's.
Yeah. Yeah.
My viewpoint is that it's pretty crystal clear that the war on drugs has been a tremendous failure. I think the data coming out of Portugal around legalization is very compelling. I think that if there were really high quality, thoughtful, intentional programs for how to support people who are suffering from addiction, and there may be some sort of criteria for what should be legalized and what shouldn't, that there are probably a lot of drugs that are not legal today that would be very safe to be legalized. I think if you just look at harm reduction scales, the fact that alcohol is legal, which I partake in a libation or two, but the fact that alcohol is legal, or even that we have 7 million kids on amphetamines every day, Adderall, but things like psilocybin, ketamine are, or at least ketamine's prescribable, but like psilocybin or LSD are completely illegal. It doesn't really make sense.
I would agree. I guess in terms of the psychedelic industry as a whole, it seems like there's been a lot happening in the last 4 or 5 years, and there are clinics like Mindbloom, there are drug and biotech companies, there's software companies. What are you most excited about outside of Mindbloom that you see happening in the industry as a whole right now?
It's an obvious answer, but I just think the MDMA clinical trials are so pivotal. I mean, our science director, Dr. Casey Palios, is a co-principal investigator on the MDMA clinical trials here in New York. And I'm not saying that because he's part of our team. I'm saying it because I think it just stuns me that this is potentially going to happen. From the first time I experienced MDMA and over the last 11 years, it has just been so utterly transformational to me and so like mind-boggling that it's not accessible to people. And that was before I even began learning about like the clinical research behind it like 5 years ago. And then it's a no-brainer. Not only is bringing that to market for people going to change so many lives, which like I said in our mission, I believe can change the world, but it's also just such a lead domino into everything else. Like if that domino falls, so much more is going to fall. So just for what it could do for the world and how long Rick Doblin and the incredible team at MAPS has been fighting for this, and just how effective they've been at like bringing this to market and how close it is. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine anything else be even close to as exciting as that.
Yeah.